Oh, what up, man? Store One.
Oh, shit. What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
How's it going, man?
Chilling, man. You know, just digging through these vinyls right here.
Yeah, got a nice little stack going there.
Yeah, it's just a baby collection, you know. Just got the rest of the stuff in storage.
Word. Hey, well, for somebody not watching this video who may not know who you are, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about Store One?
Well, Store One was a graffiti name that actually started. I'm an MC. It's 2010 right now. I've been doing this thing since probably, shit, it's embarrassing to say, but like late 90s and shit.
That is a long time.
It's a long time. I didn't get real serious with my music until like 2006. Is when I started putting out albums and whatnot. But pretty much Store One is an identity to me as an MC, graffiti writer, and a DJ. It's kind of how I represent myself. I guess you call it my alias. You know?
Oh, nice. Well, is that your only rap name, Store One?
Yeah, pretty much. That's my only rap name. I used to go by MC Cracker early in the late 90s and the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
You feeling that or what?
Not so much.
Not so much, yeah. Not a lot of people were, so I kind of switched it up with my graffiti.
Yeah, Store One's kind of a strange name too, though. But so you have a couple albums under Store One moniker, or? Yeah,
actually, I've released 2 albums. Like I said, I got serious with my music in about 2006 when I met a guy named Sweats Beats, Dennis Cooper. He hooked me up. First kind of real studio time, you know. He put me in there. He grinded out an album called The Sleeper Cell Project, brought to you in part by Skylark Compound, Store One, and Sweats Beats. That album was about 6 tracks. I guess that's like an EP or whatever you want to call it. That album was a real aggressive, real grimy underground album, like talking Acid 6.0, like the most grimiest beat maker machine you could ever get, like program you could ever think of. We did it with like live drums, guitars. He was a rock producer first. So that album was a lot of aggression against the government and what we were going through at the time, you know. I felt that it needed to be done. No Immortal Technique or nothing. I put one of those albums out, and that was about that. And then me and Sweat started my second album, which is the the Gemini Timeline Project, which was my biggest album, if you want to call it that. There's 12 tracks. I did a lot of compilations. I brought in, you know, a lot of bigger names that you may know, you know, AWOL1, 2Mex, Mascaria, the whole Infinite Tribe, big ups to my people. You know, like I said, 12 tracks, man, it was dope. A lot of them were produced by Sweats, half the album. The other half of the album I recorded at the Red Line Studios with Jay Christian. That was back in the day. You know, I learned a lot making that album. I learned the greed, and I learned the upside and the downside of what we call the game, the hip-hop game, I guess you will. You know, we don't have to be rich to observe haters and backstabbers in this game. I learned that real quick, real early on, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so what...
Do you mind if I drink?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Proud sponsors, Miller Lite. So, another question?
Miller Brewing Company, how much are they paying you to be their sponsor?
They're not, you know. Actually, they should probably send me some money for as many beers that I actually do drink. Everywhere you look, I got Miller memorabilia. I'm a big supporter. Hit me up, Store One. You catch me on Facebook. You know, hit me Miller Lite if you got anything for me.
So you toured the Gemini Timeline album, and you went across these states here, and
I did
with DJ Alkaline and Rhetoric Ramirez. Tell me a little bit about what that was like.
It was a good tour. It was my first big tour. You know, actually it's like my first real tour in general. Like you said, DJ Alkaline, Dope Cat, Rhetoric Ramirez, LA, Project Blowed, Duloc Shaman, False Idols. We put the tour together. It kind of spawned. It was the day after the release of my album, Gemini Timeline. We had a great album release party at the Lounge 33 in Riverside, California. What? The tour was fun, man. It taught me a lot. I took my hype man, Head MC, first time that cat ever toured with me. He did real good. We all did real good. I learned a lot. I was real bummy. You know what I mean? We're underground, my man. We slept in vans on the floors of mad different people's houses. I met dope people. We hit quite a few states. It was heavy. It helped me get my name out there. I feel I sold a lot of stuff on tour, and it really taught me a lot more about the game, you know, stuff that I couldn't have learned without experiencing it firsthand, you know what I mean?
Well, I was afraid you were going to say you had a bad experience, because after the tour, didn't really hear much of you in 2009. It was kind of, didn't hear any other tours going on to pump the album. What's up with that?
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of glad you asked that, because that has a lot of influence on what I'm currently doing. On that tour, we were in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, or Tempe, I'm not sure. And we had just rocked. No, it was Tempe. We just rocked downtown Tempe, Mill Avenue, killed a show, and then went back to some friends' houses afterwards for some recreational activities. And I get a phone call in the morning from my boy Poder that was watching my house when I was on tour, and he decided to let me know that my house had got robbed for pretty much everything that I purchased in my life. You know, I'm a very independent person. Nobody's giving me anything. And I had accumulated a lot of really nice things. I had a full-on sound system. I'm talking, I could bump any club you can think of at the time. Tex, you know, Mad System, Mackeys, Sound for Days. A lot of nice stuff inside my house that was all taken from me, including a brand new car. So when I got home, I went through a lot of depression. I had recently had a son with a young lady that will leave out of this. And she decided that after my robbery, it would be a good time to go ahead and leave me. So I went into some major depression, man. And I kind of chilled out for a while, like a year. I didn't rock no shows. And I just wrote a lot of stuff down. You know, a lot of stuff. I guess you could almost call it a diary that has turned into something, you know, that I guess I can say I'm currently working on. So I took about.
So you have some new material coming out? Yeah,
I do actually. It's 2010. You know, we're looking at a release at the end of this year, if not the beginning of 11. It's an album called Emotional Investments, and I think it's very appropriate due to like what we were just talking about. And I get into depth with what went on with the robbery and what was on with a lot of the friends that I had when I was quote-unquote hot. And the new album, Gemini, came out, and I had a lot of attention at the time. You know, I did tracks with dope cats, you know, 2Max, hey, well, come on now. So after something like that, I got a little bit of attention, and I think it didn't, you know, go to my head, but I think it went to people's head, and they thought that I was, I don't know, you know, I lost those people is what I'm trying to say. They weren't there anymore. So with the new album, I'm speaking on that. I'm really in touch with some emotional shit. The Someone Ruined My Life campaign is coming near you. This album, I think, should separate me. Everybody believes in their third album, and I think this one should really shed some light on who I am as an MC, as an individual, and artist in general. Do you mind if I smoke? Is this a smoking environment?
Oh no, yeah, go right ahead.
Friendly. So with the new album, like I was saying, what I'm trying to portray is that I'm not a heartless person. I never had acted like that, but I was on that real grimy underground, and I'm showing some emotion. You know, I'm letting that be known. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel me?
Yeah, it sounds like, you know, you got a lot of stuff charged into the feeling behind the scene, so it should be good. Three's a charm is what they say.
Third time's a charm, that's what I hope. You know, I'm very busy right now. I am running a tattoo shop in Rancho Cucamonga, Brave New World, California. It's the 4th Brave New World, you know, started by my boy Eric Cox. That keeps me really busy, but it is art-driven, and the whole time we're there, we're just either painting, or I'm working on music, or it's something artsy, so I don't think that that's, you know, holding me back. But as an overall to this interview, I'd like to say thank you to M.A.F Lab. I'd like to say thank you to False Idols. I'd like to say big ups to my company, obviously Brave New World Custom Tattoo. Google it. My new album, Emotional Investments. Hope to get it out no later than the first month of 2011. A lot of good stuff with this. 6 Man is preparing most of these beats for me. I am working with my crew, the Infinite Tribe. J-Lock is coming through. My man No One is going to put some stuff on the album. My man Filth is going to put some stuff on the album, and look forward to like a lot of local shows in the next near future. You know, we rock in LA at the Airliner August 6th this year, 2010. Me and my man Head MC. We're killing No Pause with a lot of dope MCs coming out. Low Deck, the Rec League crew, Northern California represent. They're going to be down here on the 13th of this month, which is July 13th. We got a show in Denver, Colorado, the 24th. Rocking with Mad Cats out there. Me and Rhetoric are flying out for that in Denver. Big ups to Brave New World Denver. And basically, just keep your eye open. I'm very focused. I'm coming. I'm strong. The new album is hot. The beat's going to make you move, jump. I'm getting energized right now because I'm serious about this shit. Emotional investments, man. Peep that shit. Thanks for the interview, man. Big ups.
Whoa. Where are you going? Get back over here.
We're going high, motherfucker.
Well, before you get too high, here at M.A.F